Now here's Hayes. James outside. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And that one good.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka was one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Here's Reeves. And again, the Lakers no good.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic with the jam.
The speed, savvy, and strength combination of Doncic, really difficult to defend.
James, left side. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Finney-Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
And finished off by Hayes.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
From beyond the arc and then some.
From well beyond the line, Rui, an excellent three-point shooter. Comfortable letting it fly from there. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
The shot by James, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
To the inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Hachimura's got 5 now.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Finney-Smith. Back to Hayes. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Hayes has got his second basket of the game.
Good read that time from Finney-Smith. So reliable at getting it to his teammates.
Back to James. James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 7. It's stolen by Doncic. And James throws it down.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Good D by Finney-Smith.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The Lakers call timeout. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Get on your feet. Show some love for the Laker girls dance team.
Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
4-2.
James has got 8.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you...
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Lakers on top. They're up by 11. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
The Lakers lead by 9. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
James up top. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let...
Here's Finney-Smith. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Classic move by LeBron James.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution for your Lakers.
James deciding where to go with it.
Luka Doncic.
Outside Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. They grab their own miss. Over to the wing. Doncic right side. Out to Hachimura. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Pass to Doncic. Finney-Smith inside. Kicks it to Doncic. To the left wing. Inside. It's stolen by Doncic. And it's the Lakers on the break. Luka with the finish.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Tipped away. The Lakers call timeout.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls. Let's make some noise. applause for your Lakers youth dance team.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Always a nice way to start. Takes his first one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Ready for takeoff. Doncic taking advantage of the opening.
LeBron James with the assist.
And here's Reeves. His last outing, he had 18 points. There's the drive. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
Left side, Finney-Smith. The shot's good on the assist by James. Finney-Smith's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Connect, guarded by Doncic. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's Los Angeles up by 10. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Pass to Hachimura. And stolen by Hayes. Here's Connect. No points so far. Left side Reeves. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. Counted. Good.
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Lakers trail by 6. From the strike. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
LeBron James again. James has got 12 points in the game.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability. Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team. including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Here's Reeves. The 15-footer is good.
4-2.
And the Lakers lead by 3.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Outside Vanderbilt. Out to Hachimura. Outside Reeves. 5 to shoot. To the paint. James with a steal. Now the Lakers moving it up. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reeves running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Let's hear it for your Laker girls.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
And stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic. Wow! Doncic strong!
For 2.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Vanderbilt, no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet.
For 2.
We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Rebounded by LeBron. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-3 run. Here's Reeves. Over Hachimura. Shot is good by Reeves. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Once again, your Laker girls dance team.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside Reddish. Kicks it to Doncic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Rui Hachimura.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Back to Hachimura. Inside. Rebound by the Lakers. On the wing, Reeves. From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And that's it for the third quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Los Angeles leading by 8. Out to Hachimura. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Nice finish from Luka.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
James outside. Here's Finney Smith. They shoot again. The shot by James, no good. So it's Los Angeles now. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Hachimura. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Strong take by Hachimura. He is built to do damage in there.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, you could sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike. You've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
And Luka cashes in from long distance.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
And he converts the layup. Doncic has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Back to James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The drive by Reeves. He gets it in there.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Hachimura.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to James. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Pass to James. Takes one from 10 feet. Misses off the right iron. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 12. .107 left in the final quarter. Back to Reeves. James with the block.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Lakers.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And being that this is the first of 2 games, these 2 teams will play against one another. They've set the tone with this win against the Lakers.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Sinks the tray.
James never lets up. He is absolutely fearless down the stretch.
Now here's Doncic. A deep 3. No good. So we see the Lakers get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.